everybody, and welcome to this edition of Kids Zone, this Christian education moment developed for your entire family. So this is the month of September, and as I mentioned last week, we're going to be talking about friends and all the great friendships that are in the Bible and what we can learn from what it is to be friends with one another and how we can be godly friends and how important friends are in our relationship with God and growing to be the great humans that God created us to be. So first we're going to play a game. All right, I'm going to show a couple of slides and I want you to guess who these famous pairs of friends are. Okay, starting with number 1. Okay, guess it up, guess it up, guess it up. Can you guess? It is none other than Bert and Ernie. Sesame Street. Do 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 do. Oh, okay. The second slide. All right, here we go. It's up, it's up, it's up. Can you guess? Do 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 do. Yes, you guessed it correctly. Mario and Luigi. All right, third slide. This is one of my father's favorite characters. He's known as the Dark Knight. Oh yes, 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 write it in the comments. And it is Batman and Robin. So cool, the Bat guy himself. All right, here we go. It's the fourth one. Let's see if there are any of the scholars and some of the seniors in the room watching right now. Fourth one, he's up. He solves mystery. He has a sidekick. And he's a friend who also helps him solve these mysteries. And it is, can you guess? Sherlock Holmes and Watson. Okay, last slide. Dun, 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 da, da, da. Oh, we talked about him last week. And it is none other than Buzz Lightyear and Woody. Oh my gosh, I thank you for everybody who came out to play. But I want to introduce you this week to a new friend by the name of Charlie. Hello, Charlie. Hi, friend. Are you excited about this week? We are very excited, aren't you? Yes. My friend Charlie doesn't know how to talk yet, but we're going to get him ready to talk next week. But Charlie is going to help us talk about the friends in the Bible, starting off today talking about David and Jonathan. So David and Jonathan, one of the most famous friends in the Bible, connected through Saul. Saul was Jonathan's dad, and Saul was also the king, and the king who helped to find David. But there was a strange, funny relationship between Saul and David and Saul and Jonathan, and they go through life through a lot of different situations and problems and create a plan. Particularly when you read the book of Samuel, 1 Samuel chapter 20, you learn that sometimes friends have to stick together through some important situations in order for them to be able to make it to the other side. I don't know about you, but I've had some great times with some of my friends in the past, and I remember having some great adventures where we've gotten ourselves into some sticky problems, and they've come to help me get out of them. You ever had that problem happen, Charlie? Charlie nods his head. And Charlie has had some other friends, some lions and some other tigers and bears, maybe, who's helped them get through some problems before. What you have to remember is that we don't always have to go through problems by ourselves. That having friends and people that we can count on and lean on and depend on may help us through our situations. When Saul was upset with David for not showing up to an event, he reached out to Jonathan to say, Jonathan, where is he? And Jonathan looked out for his homeboy and said, hey, he was out doing something else. And then Saul got upset a second time because he was not there. And then Saul was so disappointed in David that Saul wanted to do some harm to David. What do we do when we're in a sticky situation and we have to depend on our friends? TLC sings the song, "What About Your Friends?" Well, what do we know about our friends? Are our friends going to be there to help us? Are they going to stick around? Are they going to be there when we have a problem or that we cannot solve, that will help us through a situation? David and Jonathan were so very tight, and the Bible talks about them being tighter like a 3-knot cord. And so what does that mean? It doesn't mean literally sometimes that we have to like walk around and create cords with our friends and tie a knot for us to be really tight. But friendships, blessed friendships, are so important because it helps us to know God, because we can see God in other people. Our friends are those who will be able to pray with us, who will love us even when we make mistakes, who will support us and believe in our dreams. You can also be a good friend to someone else. You can reach out to them and text them, call them, FaceTime them, Zoom them up, do something socially distanced and safe right now during this time, just to be able to be present with one another, because we never know what each other is going through. And what life is with friends becomes so much greater. You can not just turn up and have good times, but even in your most disappointing times, even in the rough times, even in situations where it seems like you're by yourself, you need a friend like Charlie. Charlie wants to be your friend. Jesus wants to be your friend. But we all can be friends with each other by showing godly love and realizing that when we have friends, when we're in good relationship with other people, it's what God created us to be. God created us to be in relationship with others, to have friends, to have those that we can count on and depend on. So, whether you need to be a better friend or you need to appreciate your friends, let's start understanding and figuring out how we can be better friends to one another, how we can show God's love to one another through our friends, and to maybe just reach out to someone and just tell them thank you for being a friend. Uh-oh, that sounds like another theme song. Charlie, you know about the Golden Girls? Another week. All right, see you all next time. And this has been an amazing time with Kids Zone. And welcome Charlie to the team. Hey.